Welcome to your sculpt day. Grab a big balance ball, a set of weights, maybe 2 sets, maybe something a little heavier we'll use for chest when we're reclining, and you could always grab another set if you're not sure on the weights that you'll use as we move along, but I'll give you cues to help you determine what the right set is for you. If you only have one set, use that. It'll be fine. Okay, so we'll be working on the upper and lower body with core added in, and we're going to be working for time. We're going to be working 2 moves back to back, 45 seconds each, and we'll have a little break and we'll do that again. So we're going to be working in some sets so we can get the most out of each of these moves. So as you come onto your mat, let's go ahead and recline back. We're going to get set by taking the ball and placing the ball underneath the feet. Okay, so our first little just a little warm up of a bridge. So we're going to place the feet on the ball, bring it in, the knees are about even with your hips, arms down by your sides, and we'll just start with a small little lift of your hips and then lower it back down. So this is not a big move. I'm just taking a little tuck on the tail and lifting up and then lowering back down. So just very gently rocking up and down, just pushing your feet into the ball, lifting your hips gently. So deep breath in, exhale out, and do that 2 more times. Inhale. Now when you bring your hips down on this last one, go ahead and let's go ahead, bring those feet out a little bit further. Now you can decide if you want them all the way out or just a few inches more. Okay, so now we're gonna add a bigger bridge lift. So shoulders relax back, arms out to the sides. You can press your palms toward the floor even. And now starting to lift the hips up and lower back down. So notice I still have a bend in my knees. I just moved the ball a little further away from me to get a little more action, especially into those hamstrings. So more of a hamstring bridge lift. Okay, inhale, lift, and exhale down. So your shoulders are relaxed down and you're lifting from ribs to hips like a unit. So everything lifting, push down into the feet, lift the hips up and lower down. Try to make that diagonal line from your knees to your shoulders. And then we're going to hold this last one. So breathing as you move up, inhale, pause. Now pull the heels in toward the glutes and then press it out. Okay, pull it in and press it out. Okay, we're just going to keep those hips lifted. Make sure that you're staying connected in the core. Your neck is neutral. So ideally you're looking toward the sky, towards your ceiling. Keep pushing back into those shoulders. Deep breath, inhale, exhale, pull it in. Try not to drop the hips, they're lifted here. I know it can get challenging, so I want you just to keep moving with your breath. Take a break when you need to. Last one, and rest it here. So drop those hips to the floor. You can bring the ball in. We're going to take that little break as you rock side to side. So separating the legs a little more on the ball, just kind of so you have a little more grip to it. We're releasing with a little twist. We're going to go back to those moves again. Now we may start to add on a little bit or change it up, but it's the basic same moves. You can always go back to the very first move that we did. So the very first variation of these moves. And we have 2 more rounds. So we take the ball out again. Okay, keep a bend in the knees, flex the feet. The feet are separated. We're going to lift up and lower down. Inhale, exhale down. Deep breath and lower. So making sure again that you do not have weight on your neck. So when you lift your hips, be mindful that you're not kind of rounding your shoulders and letting weight land on the neck. We want that weight on the back of your shoulders and the center of the back of your head. Keeping your shoulders broad, chest open. Just 2 more. Lift, push down, lift up. Good. Really push down, lift up. And now lifting and holding. So we'll hold it in, curl it in, press it out. Okay. Curl it in, press it out. So at any time, if you feel like you need to just take a little pause, take a pause. I know these rollouts can be a little intense, but do the best you can and keep moving with your breath. You're going to get stronger each time. And by the 3rd set, we should feel pretty tired on that last round. Okay, inhale, exhale. Just 10 more seconds. You've got it. Keep pushing back into your shoulders. Engage deeply in your core. Okay, deep breath. Exhale. Last one. You've got it. Bring it down and rest. Good job. All right, bring those legs back around the ball. Give it a little hug with your legs and rock it side to side. And we've got just about 15 more seconds of rest here. So take anything additional if you need to bring your knees to your chest or any other actions here. Go ahead and take that. Just a few seconds. Let's get ready. We're going to bring that ball back out. Ready for your bridge lift again. Here we go. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale. Now when you lift, again, I want you to think about that like little cylinder or a canister that's around your waist. So think of your waist like a canister. You're not breaking at the waist. So everything from ribs to hips are lifting up. If you need to bring the ball in closer, this is fine. You could stay here. Okay, just adjust as needed. Inhale, exhale. Making sure that you're not letting your tail drop down. We don't want that break at the hips either. Okay, so nice diagonal. We've got 2 more. This is your last round, so really try to stay with this as much as you can. Here we go. Lift it up, hold. Now curl it in, press it out. Deep breath, press it out. I want you to think about your pelvic floor engaging. Breath in, and then exhale, blow it out. So everything working as a unit from pelvic floor up to the deep core abdominals. Deep breath in, blow it out. Whew, you're almost there. Come on. I know these start to burn. 10 seconds, you've got it. You can do anything for 10 seconds. 8, 7, count with me. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop it. All right. Take that again, little rock and roll. We're gonna stay on the mat, so you can just keep your legs on the ball. That'll be fine. We're gonna get ready for your weights, so I want you to carefully make sure you can grab your weights. We're gonna be working with the chest here. Okay, so we're taking some types of weights or weighted objects. Just keep the ball here underneath the legs, and you're gonna keep your ribs down. Take the weights right over the chest, turn them end to end, and now bring them down and out to the sides and up. So think of that like a wide push-up. Inhale and exhale. So as you bring the elbows out, they're going to be slightly lower than your shoulder line. And then you're going to press them right up over your sternum. Okay. Inhale, take them out wide. Check out your wrists. Your wrists are nice and straight. And they land over your elbows, not over your shoulders. Sometimes we do a little cheat by just dropping them in toward the chest. I want you to take them out wide and then press. Wide. Good. And press. Your rib cage is heavy. Your core is still active. Even though you don't feel like you're using it much, you are. Now bring it back up. Flip them now. Palms facing in. Put a softness in your elbows. Drop those shoulders back and open. So we open and close. Okay. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, open. So not quite to the floor. And I want you to make sure there's a little bend in those elbows. Not a great big bend, just a little one. So make sure your weights are appropriate, that you can open and close without pain or discomfort in the front of your shoulders. When you're opening, feel the upper back muscles engaging just to slow down that descent. And then bring that energy back into the chest to pull it back up. Last one, and rest. All right, good. Take a little break there. You can just set your weights down to the sides and just kind of sweep the arms a few times. Big deep breath. We've got 2 more rounds just like that. Okay, so take a moment here, shake it all out. Get ready, grab your weights, getting set, ready for that chest press. So weights turned end to end. Inhale and bring it out. A little lower than your shoulder line. So that just means that they're not going just straight out to the sides, even with your shoulders. They're slightly down, maybe more in line with even your rib cage a little, your elbows. Okay, so bring it down. Those weights are wide, right over your elbows rather than over your shoulders. And push it back up to center. Inhale. Exhale. Rib cage stays down. Your core still engaged. Our core is always working to stabilize. And if it doesn't, that's when we get in trouble. That's when we feel our back trying to kick in to do the work that our deep core should. Okay, now hold it here. Flip those weights and drop those shoulders into the girdle. Open up and then bring it back to center. Okay, inhale, open. Exhale, center. Inhale. Take almost a little pause right there. Give me a little pause at the bottom. Hold it and then bring it back in. Okay, just a tiny pause to get that eccentric work on the chest. So that just means when the chest is opening, we're lengthening, or eccentric lengthening. Okay. Then whenever we're holding it, we're asking the muscle to do a little work while it's lengthening. So that's a little more intense. Okay. Now bring it back to center and pause. Okay, just rest there. Shake it out. We're going to be moving into one more round, but we're going to add just a little challenge, a little differently here. Okay, so shake those arms out, open it, close it. And then when you're ready, take those weights. All right, we're going to take it back up to the sky, hold it here. Now just one arm at a time for your chest press. So bring one arm down and then press. The other arm and press. And your legs are still on the ball, you're going to notice that you really have to engage your core more so that you don't wobble. So try to stay really steady here. Ribs down. Elbow goes out. Your weight follows your elbow. And push it up. Inhale. Exhale. Try not to rock side to side. That takes more effort. About 10 seconds left on this one. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's do the same thing here with our chest fly. So here we go. One arm at a time. Comes out to the side. I'm going to have to re-establish my center. Here we go. All right. So focus on the sky. If your legs are on that ball, this is going to be extra challenging. It's already a challenge not to roll. Okay, but now I really have to focus not to rock over with that weight. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Good. 10 seconds. And here we go. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent work. Set those down for me. Here we go. We're going to rock it over to the side as you come up and coming up to standing. Okay, so shake it out. Okay. Whew. Still sore from a couple of days ago. I'm feeling that. All right. So as you're standing, we'll start here with just a little extra work for the lower body again. We're going to be working on a little bit of balance, but more working on your glutes, okay? So standing on your right foot, take the ball ahead of you. Don't put all your weight on it. I want you to gaze forward and then put a bend in the right knee. Okay? Just now engage the left glute and lift the leg, drop it down. I want you to connect your core and glutes. These are your powerhouse here. All right, lift and lower. Now when I lift, I'm not shifting forward or moving or doing anything else. I'm just lifting and lowering. I want you to squeeze that glute. So contract the glute. Get it engaged, lift, okay? Engage and lift. Inhale, exhale. Let's go 2 more. Now, take a little hold. See if you can hold it here. Now, with your ball, you may have to tap your toe to the floor. It's okay. Okay, so let's start with the toe down. Let's do that. Okay, we're going to shift forward. Now, notice my knee is I'm not shifting my whole body, okay? Bring it back up. Shift forward. I'm bending the knee, but I'm not allowing it to move forward more than my toes, okay? Down. Bring it back up. There's a nice hinge here at that hip. Okay, so inhale. Exhale up. Now you're working in that right glute. Okay, inhale. And your right quad. So we're getting a little bit of everything here. Core, quad, glute, and back up. All right, whoo, shake it out. All right, shake that out. Getting ready to move on to the second side. I've got to start my timer over. All righty, here we go. Second side, let's go. Left leg forward, right leg is back. Now find it's almost like a lunge, but we're just extending that right leg back. Now I want you to lift it up and lower it down, keeping your hips nice and level. So without opening the hip up, so I'll show you from this position forward, okay? So without rocking and lifting up, I just want you to lift it up here. Lift and lower. Now, if you feel that in your back, I want you to reconfigure yourself or even move to a wall, a higher space that you can hold on to and just extend your leg. Okay, so it doesn't have to be so far forward, but I want you to be mindful that you're not allowing your hips to pull with you, okay? So you're working just that glute, lifting your leg. Now hold it and pause. Drop the toe to the floor. Reach the ball forward and reaching out and pulling in. It's a little forward lunge basically. So we're just reaching out, not moving that knee past the toe. It will move forward a little. Okay. I want you to bend and then bring it up. So imagine what you're doing is moving your left hip back further. That's all you're doing. Like you're gonna sit down on a small stool that's right here and we're coming back up. Okay. Come forward. Keep your ribs, hips connected. We've got that powerhouse action. So all the way through the core and the glute working. Good, last one. And back up. Whew. All right. Since we've been doing 3 rounds, we're gonna do that again. Okay, so shake it all out. Take just a moment. If you need an extra stretch or a little twist, go side to side. So we're gonna do that again. Okay. Here we go. Actually, we'll do this one just twice on each side because we're doing single legs. So let's get started. Okay. So right leg is forward, left leg lifts. Bring it down. Lifting up, lowering down. So what will happen if you start to really dip into that back, you're going to feel it in your back. So I want you to stay elevated with your chest as much as you can and try to just lift that leg up. Give the glute a squeeze, engage your core. Deep breath, let's start there. Inhale, keep moving, exhale. Deep breath, exhale. Try to breathe out on the work so that you're really engaging deeper. Good. Last couple here. Now in this next move, you can drop that toe to the floor again. Okay, nice and wide. Bring it back pretty far. Okay, shift forward, drop down a little bit, come up. So you're moving that right hip back, like you're gonna sit down. Notice this front knee, not moving far forward. Okay, now if you wanna take that one step further, lift and bring it back up. Take it forward and bring it back up. So basically like a one-leg squat or a forward lunge, depending on what your variation is here. You should really feel that in your right glute right now. Making sure you're not putting all your weight on that ball. Okay, I'm just barely touching it. Last one. And up. Whew. All right. Let's take that to the other side. Just shake it out again. Do a nice little spin. Little rotations are nice to release the back. Okay. So if you're feeling discomfort in the back, go slow, be mindful. Okay, we're going to take it again to the second side. So right leg is back, left leg is forward. Hold it here. Okay. Engage, so don't just suck your belly into your spine. I want you to really engage that canister effect around your waist. Inhale, lift, squeeze the glute, bring it down. Exhale, bring it down. Again, notice if the hip is lifting up, moving out. I want you to try to point your toes to the floor the whole time. Lift and lower. May mean you don't come up as much, or maybe you just don't even lean over as much. Just a little squeeze and a release will be fine. So take what's best for you today. Adjust, Find the variation that works. Okay, last couple here. Now let's take that last one, and I want you to give it a little hold. Okay, again, reach forward, bring it out. Now what happens? I put too much weight on the ball, I'm wobbling. Okay, so I'm gonna lift and reach and bring it back up. So focusing ahead of your ball is helpful. So that toe can stay down. You drop down into it, come up. Your weight is in the left leg. Okay? Or roll it forward. Just your little fingertips are on there. Inhale and exhale. Feeling that in the left glute, maybe in the left quad as well. They're both working. Okay? Inhale. We're in a squat, not just a lift. Okay, one more. And back up. Whew, all right, very nicely done. Go ahead and have a seat on the ball. Okay, nice little release if you bounce up and down a little bit. And just kind of shake it out. Let's grab those weights. Okay, so carefully finding your weights, picking them up. We're gonna come back to center. All right, so upper body again. We're gonna be working on upper body, chest, or excuse me, shoulders here. So remember, if you have 2 sets of weights and you feel like you need to go lighter, go ahead and do so. We're gonna take the weights out to the side, separate your feet, inhale, taking one arm at a time, press it up. Exhale. Again, noticing elbows are about even with the shoulders, not down here. Okay, so press it up. When you press up, keep your ribs level and drawn down. So meaning when you press up, we're trying not to bow out on one side or to arch the back, okay? So I want you to keep everything nice and in line, shoulders over hips, ribs over hips. One more each side. You got it. Now bring it down. Bring those elbows by your sides. Here we go. Bent elbow, lateral move. There we go, out to the side. So those weights are just in line again with the elbows. Just lifting and lowering the elbows here. Move them away, bring them back. Now when you take them out, be mindful again that you're not squeezing around your neck. Push the elbows out a little bit. Now since you're sitting on the ball, also notice on the inhale, you feel kind of your pelvic floor drop a little. And on the exhale, it moves up away from the ball. Okay, so inhale, exhale on the work. And rest. Oh, very good. Okay, shake it out again. Okay, do some circles, move it around. We're going back into those, alternating overhead press, and then our 90-degree lateral movement. Okay, so here we go, get ready. Taking those weights again. So go ahead and separate your feet a bit. Get ready and take it up. Okay, here we go. Taking it one arm at a time, press. I want you to really think about engaging your core on the exhale. So inhale, prepare, exhale, press. Rib cage down. We don't want to feel that in the back. Excellent work. And keep breathing, focusing. Make sure the neck is loose. So this should be challenging enough that it is, you don't want to do too many more rounds, right? So it should be your weight challenging enough that you're thinking about not wanting to push it up anymore. Now bring it down. Hold those elbows by your side and lift. Out to the side, squeeze it in. Press it out, squeeze it in. So when I say press it out, push your elbows to the walls across the room. Squeeze them back in. Okay. Push them out, squeeze them in. It's like you have little water balloons under your armpits and you want to squeeze them. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Come on, almost there. 10 seconds. We lift and lower. And 8. We go 5. There we go, 2. And last 1. All right. Oh, drop it down. That's our second round. We have one more to go. Shake it out. Take the head side to side. Make sure it's loose. Okay, we're doing that one more time. I'm going to switch it up just a little bit for you. So here we go. Take those weights. This time I want you to take them overhead and hold them, similar to when we were on our back and we did the one arm at a time. So I'm going to take it up and this time bring it down and then back up. So we're going to have to balance even more, checking out the core alignment here. Shoulders staying over hips. So when you take it overhead, I want you to make sure that you're not leaning back. Inhale, exhale, deep breath, press. Good. Inhale, exhale. No tension in the neck. If it is, go back to here and do it from down low, but we're almost there. All right, come on, just about 10 more seconds. 8, I'm feeling it. Come on, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Shoulders are almost burnt. Okay, here we go. Take it out. This time, one arm at a time. Bring it down. Switch. Out and down. Good. Out. Take it down. Out. Take it down. Squeeze it. Out. Squeeze it. Good job. All right, we've got just about 15 more seconds of this move. I want you to take both arms out to the sides. Hold it here. And now just 1. Down, down. You've got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right, awesome work. Set those down, shake it out. We're coming over again onto the mat, or to the end of your mat. We've got your ball on the mat still. A little bit more for upper body and core. So we're gonna roll the ball out. If you need something under the knees, take a cushion for your knees. We're going to roll it out into a modified plank position. So I want you just to hold yourself here. Now, from this position, I want you to first just kind of push your elbows forward and now pull them back under, okay, without moving your hips. Okay, inhale forward, exhale. So notice staying in more of a plank position through the body. Inhale, exhale. Might even be a little shaking from doing those chest and shoulder work. Yeah, it's all right. Just be mindful, be careful. Keep those hips steady so you're getting core and upper body here all at the same time. Core is working to stabilize. That's really its primary function in life, is to stabilize. Good. Now, hold it right here. I want you to go draw a circle with your elbows. Take it around in a circle. It's going to make a little noise on your mat. That's okay. Now, keeping the hips steady again, it's just the arms moving. So dig in, draw a circle. Now reverse that circle. Be mindful again that you're not taking your whole body like I am now. Okay? Just drawing that circle with your elbows. Your elbows are kind of wide on the ball. And you can interlace your fingers or not. Draw that circle like you're stirring a big pot with your elbows. And take that last one and rest. All right. Rest on your ball for just a second if you like. Restart my timer because it likes to start itself over. Okay, get ready, let's go. Second round, here we are. Little plank saw on the ball. So come forward. You might come forward further this time or less. Okay, so if you're starting to feel really, really unstable, I want you to back it up a little bit. You can hinge from your hips a bit. But if you can stay in your core plank position, stay there. If you really want extra, you can pop those knees up. To be real honest, I'm not feeling that today. Okay, but you can. It's another option for you. Okay. Inhale, exhale. Work within the range that's appropriate for you at this moment. So maybe one day that's a great one for you, another day it's not. Okay, come back to center. We draw those circles, go around. Keeping everything steady, just the arms moving. Keep breathing. Inhale, exhale around. Come back to center and reestablish center if you need to. Let's go other direction. Got a little shaking happening here because I've got a lot of quivering in those muscles. I'm going to keep those hips steady, core solid. 10 seconds, you can do it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out. Okay, we have one more of these to do. One more, that's it. Okay, let's get this done. We can do it. So if you want, you can always just round over your ball again, give yourself a little break, maybe even take the arms back, open up the chest, and we'll get a better stretch here in just a moment. So you have got about 1.5 minutes of work left. That's it. Okay, here we go. Back on the ball, ready for that plank saw. We go forward and back. Keep your hips steady, your chest steady. We're just pushing it and pulling it. That's it. Push and pull. Push it out, pull it in. Push down, pull it in. So you're pushing down the whole time, so you should feel a little squishiness on your ball under your arms as you push into it. Work in the chest, the triceps, and the core. Great multifunctional move here. Okay, good job. Let's go. Hold it and circle. That's it. Circle. Try to move without moving the rest of your body, at least not too much. This could be done on the toes as well. And if that's where you want to go today, be my guest. I am not, again, feeling that so much myself today. I've done a lot of work prior, so you always have to listen to your body first. Reverse your circle. Reestablish center. If you need to come up, reestablish and reverse it. This is it. Last 12 or so seconds. 10, 9, come on, count it. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that's it. All right, awesome work. Go ahead and stop that timer. We're gonna move the ball forward, sitting back into child's pose, extended, reaching it forward. Let your chest open up here. Deep breath. And take one more breath here. Go ahead, walk your ball over to one side, reach it out at a diagonal. You can drop, so whichever side you're reaching to, I'm reaching to the left here. My right hand will stay on top, so just keep your opposite hand on top. Let the other arm drop, and you can even kind of thread it under. Do a little twist here. Come back to center to the other side. Opposite hand goes on top, the other hand just falls under, threading it under. Come back to center again. All right, let's have a seat on the ball. Standing up. We're going to move it all the way back because we did a lot of forward-facing moves there. So let's open up. Get a nice extension on the spine. Open through the chest. Deep breath. Swim those arms around a few times. All right. So carefully, just bring your hips down. Start to peel your chin toward chest. Rolling up slowly. Come back up to seated. We'll take the arms back and reach, lift back, open the chest. So we'll do a little stretch here for the glutes as well. If you need to come off of the ball to do that, go ahead and do so. Or you can back it up against a piece of furniture if your balance is a little off. Right, so seated figure 4. Roll your weight forward. So you've got weight on your feet. Picking up the right leg, well, your right leg, and slide it over. Okay, so seated figure 4. If you're feeling extremely wobbly, sit down on a solid piece of furniture, or just back this ball up onto a piece of furniture or wall. Come forward and just let your chest move forward. Getting a nice stretch there on the outside of your hip. And even a stretch for your back. And come back up. Switching sides. So you can hold on to the ball, helps to stabilize. Make sure that weight is in your foot as you gently come forward. You can hold the ball here or let your arms come forward. More stretch, can reach forward down to the floor. And we'll come all the way back up. All right, excellent work, friends. Go ahead and bring those feet together, twisting to one side. Keeping your hips pretty level here. And then over to the other side. Back up to center. Separate the feet, sweep it up. Give it a little stretch for the tricep. Bring one elbow in close, pat yourself on the back. For doing such a good job, for showing up today. Lean into it. And then back up. Switch sides. Bring that elbow up. Lift the head. Pat yourself on the back. And then over and back to center. Take both arms. Sweep them up. Big reach up. Bring it right down to center. And give yourself a bow for showing up today, for doing something good for you, and for always being here so you can continue to show up for others. All right. Thanks for being here today.